Welcome to everyone. So, we are carrying forward from where we left off last time. So, for those who want to understand what's going on, please go through the initial episode where we have introduced Lacsshmi ji and the kind of beautiful work and the journey that she has shared so far. Now, we are going into specific programs that she is taking and to understand what are the benefits and the story behind it. So, Lacsshmi ji, today I want to understand Navgraha Sadhana, the program that has been going on for quite some time. And I've seen the feedback, I've seen how, the transformation is happening there. I want to understand why Navgraha. So please go ahead.
First of all, Shivaya Guruve Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha. It's actually, as we start, right? It is a way of prayer to the cosmic, because we are part of the cosmic and we are talking about the 9 planets here. If you see in Indian astrology, what we call the Jyotishta Shastra, right? The concept of Navagraha, Nava means 9, Graha means celestial body or influencer, is the fundamental, and it's been running for centuries together. Both Western has its own way, Eastern has its own way. So it is not a new concept, or it is not belonging to a particular segment of the world, but it is universally a way that it is affected. For example, you know that people who are from cold countries behaviorally are very different. Their skin, their way they get certain health related aspect is quite different. Their food is different, because we call simply sunlight. But in astrology or in the Vedic science, it is called planet influence of Suryadev, sun planet.
Yes.
So that's the difference, right? People, I don't know, when you watch those who have elders, just before the Amavasya, that is the no moon day, you would see the behavior pattern of certain people very differently. Especially the elder people, they may tend to get easily sick, or their illness go higher. Some people get certain kinds of pain.
Yes.
This is called Chandra Deva's impact, the Chandra, the moon planet's impact. So likewise, each and every planet has different impact. And celestially, we have so many planets. After a lot of studies based on our, astronomy impact, we, the Indian-based system and widely along the world, have chosen 9 planets. In that, 7 planets are the planets which you could see. 2 of the planets are shadow planets, we call, right?
Yes.
Now, let's talk about, Graha, right? Graha means what? It is associated with certain specific qualities of human being, and it influences mainly our health, wealth, career, relationship, emotions, and the spiritual growth.
Basically everything.
Everything. So Graha means it is that associated qualities, right? And the planet in which it is arranged, there is no one single person has the same chart. Even the twins have a different chart. When we go to, there are different types of astrology. Indian mythology has, Indian occult science has, and ours is most, I would say, detailed, and different aspects are very minutely calculated. So our accuracy level is high compared to the other parts of the world where they do the same astrology, right? Now, if you see, one of the systems is Parashara, which uses beyond the nakshatra. Generally, if you see, most of the people use planet alone. Then some set of people use you would have heard about Brigrindanadi, BNN, and Lal Kitab. There are a lot of things, but mostly people restrict with the planets to a greater extent. Set of people go like South Indian charters are more influenced with nakshatra also. They go deeper into nakshatra, right? But there is something beyond these, like we call divisional charts. It comes under Parashara segment. We use different elements. If you see the Earth, or let's say our planet is circle, just assume as our cosmic is a circle, it's 360 degree. Now what happens is that it's 360 degree. Now what happens is that your 9 planets, if you divide it, it is 30 degree, right? So 30 degree, you are going to have, it's actually 12 houses. So 360, if you divide by 12, it comes to 30 degree for each house. Each house is owned by a planet. Now, if you divide this house further, each one has its own name and significance. It represents certain qualities. So, as the first session, what I would offer to our audience viewers is that let's understand first why this planet, what these planets are all about. Why our whole Indian mythology talks so much about the planets, and starting from a kid born to till date, why we talk so much about it, right? How is it influencing? What is the the accuracy level of this? Let's understand this as our first episode, and free feel to ask many questions, right? As we talked about it, each planet has its own quality. Through the graha we find out, and if you see, certain times you would see somebody is shining very well, certain times the same person goes down. And the beauty is, all the people have their own higher points, all the people have their own lower points, like the high tide and the low tide of their life. So a true astrologer, a true devotee of the planets would never blame any planet, because planets, I call, and it is proven through our own books, Vedic books, is that planets are actually our we call them as parents, planet parents, because they are here to protect us, teach us something, as well as release us from certain activities which we have done in the past, as from our previous life to now, or within this life, so that you could settle all your accounts to the maximum extent possible. So it comes like what we call Dasha. When certain planets are very influenced, that is called Dasha. That time you would be completely under the governance or control of that particular planet. So let's start with the basics. What are those planets, right? So I will give both the names of our Indian way and the Western way. Yes,
there's a story behind every planet, which I want to hear from you.
Absolutely, there are a lot of stories, right?
Yes.
Good amount of stories. So we talk. There are 7 planets which everyone could do through the astronomy as well, and there are 2 planets which are shadow planets, right? So the first planet what we talk about is Surya Dev. That is in Western name, it is Sun. So Sun means the soul. Sun represents ego. Sun also represents authority, because Sun is action. The whole world needs light, and lights come from the only planet Sun. Every other planet draws energy from Sun. That is what the science also says, right? So it is the most important one. And if you see, some people, when their Lagna and the Sun planet are together, they are top leaders. They are bound to do very well. Even though the other planets are there, it would be the natural quality will be there, but we need to see the other planets' position and do. So that is at the high level, the Surya, Sun. Now comes the next planet, Chandra. So sun is soul, the Chandra, the moon, is the mind, man.
Okay.
That is why people go through the seesaw depending on which phase we are in the sun side. Whether we are on the rising side, that is from new moon to the full moon, you would see, we call, Shukla Paksha. When we are on the full moon to the Amavasya period, it is Krishna Paksha. So
Okay.
people will go down, 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 down in their energy. And those who have the Lagna with moon sign, like Cancer, Karkataka, and Virgo, right? Kanya, they would have more influence. Otherwise, wherever moon is sitting in your house, that house will have the emotional seesaw. Now comes Mangal, Mars. Mars means energy, action, courage. This is the important one. That is why if you see, there is one very famous dosh we all very afraid of, especially female, that is Mangalik dosh.
That's very popular.
Very popular. That's right. And there are misconceptions which we will decode it as we go through in this session, in our subsequent episodes. But
Yes.
Mangal, Mars means energy. So that it also represents one more thing. Each and every planet also represents two other things. One is the quality, as we discussed. It also represents part of our body. It also represents your, the relationship. Like for example, sun means it is self, right? Moon is like mother. Mars is like siblings.
Okay.
So the characteristics.
Relationship characteristic.
Yes.
Okay.
The fourth planet we are talking is Budh, Mercury, very foundational. So one interesting story is Jupiter. We all know Brihaspati, the knowledge ocean owner.
Yes.
He has two disciples. One is Mercury, another one is Shukracharya, Venus. Okay. Mercury is the naughty one, copycat, very fast, quick, cut and copy, whichever the intelligent is Mercury. That's why Mercury is always related with intelligence, communication, logic. Those who are born with Lagna as Mercury or their 6th house is in Mercury, they will be very smart, very suitable for business, awesome.
Okay.
And it represents speech. It represents also analytical ability because of intelligence, education. It represents also nervous system, siblings. That's how Mercury goes. Now we talked about Jupiter, Guru, right? So he is all about wisdom, fortune, expansion. Some people, most of the time they look at where is Guru for two. One is for wealth, another one is for marriage also. Okay, so Guru generally represents kind of both husband or spouse and children, right? And also represents luck, higher learning. So these are at a higher level, mota level. Then when we go down, we will discuss more. Then comes Shukracharya, the Venus, the luxury, love, artistic expression, all about it, right? And there are little secrets. If you wanted to attract Shukracharya, I would recommend people to eat a lot of these lotus seeds.
Wow, that's a nice tip.
Yeah, very simple, straightforward. Don't do anything, just start eating more and more, because everybody wants luxury in life. And we are, we want to enjoy the experience of luxury. So attract Shukracharya with that, right? Then comes our Shanidev, Saturn. Slow moving is what people say. It is not about slow moving. When you want to do disciplined work, detailed work, that needs patience.
True.
And when you are doing accounting, you don't rush it, right? You do it slow. So Karma Karta, the main person, right?
Yes.
Now comes Rahu and Ketu. Very interestingly, okay. Rahu and Ketu are shadow planets which are assumed in our astrology. It's a very Indian specific way. It is nothing but the moon orbit touching the sun and the earth rotation. The north node is Rahu, the south node is Ketu. Rahu is materialistic representation, expansion of materials, attachment with all the worldly things. Ketu is all about detachment, karma, want to moksha, to be very precise. So that is the, our 9 planets, right? This is at the high level what we say, and there are certain, symbols. One quick tip is people do say it, that if, you have Ketu in your 12th house, that is your last Janma, which may not be completely true. There are many other things you have to check it, but in general, if Ketu is in 12th, it is a good sign, because you will be more grounded, or your life lesson will make sure that you are letting go a lot of your attachments and you become closer to your realization. Your spiritual growth is much, much higher.
It could be the last human life, right?
That is what there is a saying, at a higher level it is right, but it is not completely true. You need to go through your divisional chart to check it.
Okay.
Because Ketu 12th house, people generally check with the Lagna chart, which is D1 chart. You need to check at your, divisional charts through Parashara. Then you can check it. So that is the, some people say Rahu means wherever the Rahu is sitting, then that is the karma you have to do this Janma. So there are a lot of tips like that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Rahu, I've also heard that material, yes, wealth and prosperity comes with Rahu, but also a lot of tension, a lot of stress. He brings a lot of mind confusion. This is what I've heard of.
Yes, you are true. Yes, it is true. Yeah. Because Rahu is bringing a lot of opportunities. And when you get too much of opportunities which your brain could see it, what would brain do? Brain needs to pass its energy here, there, here, there, here, there. And one more thing for those who are running Rahu Dasha, be very watchful of it. And before Rahu, you make sure that you take good advantage of your lean period, learning everything, right? Once Rahu Dasha is over, you would see a sudden drop. Unless you take care of it. Because Rahu has taken you to the sky. It has taken you to all the dreamy worlds. Once the job is done, Rahu would be going to the next person whose Rahu Dasha has to be, right? So you have to take care of your thing. That is why when Rahu is going through, Rahu Dasha is going through, people would go through lot of opportunities. So you need to do a lot of grounding. Grounding is very important. How do you do grounding? That is where we talk about in our Navgraha Sadhana. Because Navgraha Sadhana is all about, now that you know all of it, if you see, right, again, now you got the 9 planets. Each of these planets have an influence. So as we talked about, sun and moon, we call them as 2 luminaries. That is, they represent soul, self-expression, mind or emotion. These 2 are sun and the moon. Now, Mercury, Venus and Mars, that is Budh, Shukracharya and Mangal, they are inner planets. They represent more about the person, day-to-day actions, their communication, their desires.
Is it characteristics of theirs?
Yes, because Mercury is for what? Intelligence. So it goes inside. Venus, luxury. Mars is action. So these are inner planets. We divide, divisionally you put this as inner planets, which would give more inner-based influence. Now, outer planet is Jupiter and Saturn. Why they are called outer planet? Jupiter is what? Expanding, teaching, bringing fortune. So you need to do. And Saturn is all about karma, action. Karma means not many people think like somebody is settling. No, you have to do a lot of action. Saturn, I will give one more tip, very quick tip. You wanted to satisfy Saturn on every Saturday, clean your home, which you didn't want to generally clean up. You would get with the vision of,
Saturday is a
okay,
good day.
yeah,
People do it on
Saturday
a Sunday, mostly when they get free time.
shifted.
Shift.
Especially your toilet or your dark places, clean it. It is so blessing to do, and scientifically also it has certain neural differences. And Saturn is also that the day as Saturday also has that influence of when you do karma work actions on that day, your energy level, your neural cleansing is much higher. So that is the reason outer planet. Jupiter, you have to go out, you have to teach, you have to reach out. When you create wealth, when you're accumulating wealth, right? It is in marriage, they also say, right? Jupiter gives more energy to marriage. So marriage is what? All about partner. Partner is outside. Partner is not inside.
Not inside, yes.
Yeah, partner is outside. It's another human being. So you have to express out. When you do action, it is out, not inside. Mercury is inside, intelligence. Inside you think, right? Luxury you feel inside, right?
Yes.
Now the shadow planets we talked about, because they are karmic destiny. One will take you to the farthest, another one take you to the other side. That's why if you see in the charter, they are 180 degree apart, exactly 180 degree apart.
Okay.
Degree wise they are exactly the same in the charter, but they are 180 degree apart, right? This is one thing. Now, you talk about planets, you also have to talk about the house, because it is very important that these two go hand in glove, right? Each house has its own importance, and if you go through each of the houses, right? For example, the first house, which is ruled by Mars, Mangal, right? And we call it as in English Aries sign. It is all about personality, physical future, traits, characteristics. The second is all about family, knowledge, wealth. The third house is all about communication and life effort. The fourth house is all about personal life, peace of mind. That's why it is called mother, womb. Fourth house represents mother. Fifth house is all about creativity, love life, kids. Those who have 5 more, when we do nakshatra nadi based astrology, if anybody has a lot of 5, then their marriage is love marriage. Okay, that's a tip. And the sixth house is all about enemies, partnership, professional life in general, because you get to have debt, health related. Seventh house is all about your spouse. That is why if you see, there is something called aspect ratio. Which planet influence which another planet? Invariably, irrespective of anything, all planet aspect that 7th house. This is a general rule. Why? Because spouse, from their current position, the 7th position, 7th house, is a spouse for them. So in our astrology, 7th house, yes, Sivi.
Yeah, I was thinking, what about those who are single?
There is always a partner everybody consider. Some people consider, pet.
Single as
Yeah.
I'm talking about single all their life, they choose to be.
They choose to be single, but they choose to have somebody as the way of expressing themselves. It could be music, it could be game, it could be going out with nature and spending.
Okay.
No one is, if somebody says, I am with myself, with myself, they like to be doing something with themselves also.
Okay, that way.
I like to read. I want to be my peaceful time, and I wanted to be single on my own because I wanted to do the things the way I wanted to do. So you are attached with something. Your energy is joyfully spent with something. It could be for somebody, a human being, For somebody, it could be a pet. For somebody, it could be a nature. For somebody, it could be a habit. But everybody try to have something as a sharing. Spouse is sharing.
A partner doesn't necessarily mean just the way we see it as a marriage partner. It could be a
Marriage one.
husband.
Yes. That is why if you see those single, in fact, I am doing a lot of research on this. Those who are single, what is their seventh house is telling them? How through the seventh house, their habits, their interests we could discover, because it's a very vast world to discover, right? That is about. That is so we are on seventh house. Very interesting question. Thank you for asking and clarifying that to many people. Eighth house is like unforeseen events. It's called dark house. Everything is hidden.
Dark house. Wow.
And ninth house is about higher education, long distance travel, right? 10th house is name and fame.
If you don't mind, I want to go back to the 8th house. I found interesting why it is known as dark house.
Everything. That's why if you see many people 8, people don't like 8. It is astrology wise like how they named it. It is a way of putting it. And if you see the body representation, when the 8th house comes, it starts with head for first house. To like that, if you go, 8th house comes below the abdomen, below the navel point. All your organs which are doing back office work, your urinary function, your digestion, your segregation of good water to bad water, everything belongs to that part of it.
That is happening.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And most of the hidden talent secrets are all with 8th house. That's why we look at 8th house very secretly. And in your original charter, if you see 8th house, it gives you also a very good indication. 8th house belongs to Scorpio.
Okay.
Vrishik. See the Vrishik's characteristics. It's very, very powerful. It is very intelligent. The way it moves. Vrishika, right? Yeah. And it is also ruled by Mars. That's why it is very energetic, because the energy center comes from there, hidden, right? And some people say it is also owned by Ketu, because Ketu is very dumb. Clearing, liberalize, moksha. So liberation happens through that. So you don't know how liberation happens. It's a dark house. That's why number 8, not many people are comfortable with it. They don't like 8. People avoid 8. In numerology, if you see, most of the people don't want 8. And some people associate 8 with Saturn, though. That's another thing in numerology, but that's not true in here. 8 means here dark house.
That particular number also has given a lot of success.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of success to certain people in certain areas if they understand.
Correct.
Understand how to utilize.
Correct. That's why it's called unforeseen events that happens. Right? 9 is Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, and that is all about, as I told you, long distance, higher education. Right? It also represents, relationship by its father.
Okay.
Right? 10th is the house where your name, fame, career trajectory, other professionals. 11th is the house of accumulation, all your financial gains, aspirations. 12th is your settlement, moksha place, all forms of expenditure, litigations, laws, everything represents. Okay. So this is like, now that we understood there is a planet, there are houses. Now, as you could see, each one has its own characteristics. Do we all get everything based on so many charts I have seen? I could tell you one thing, and personally also, you are going to go through this seesaw, the way of how your life is going to be from health perspective, from accumulation of wealth perspective, your name, fame, people with whom you are going to be, whether you would go, far in your career, etc. Now, can I control? That's the biggest question. I am born with certain time that I cannot change. That is why people say fate cannot be changed. In astrology, we say fate cannot be changed. Okay? But the impact can be. That is my message to all our viewers. The fate cannot be changed. For example, what does that mean? Let's say, as per my charter, my sun is low, it is malefic influence, it is debilitated. That means I will have lot of injury. My bone will every now and then get fractured. But can I get fractured with a bigger way to smaller way? I can manage it. I can influence. Yes, I may get it. But the impact I can reduce to the maximum extent, and through certain higher degree of practices, Vedic based approaches, we could alter. That is the foundational aspects. That is what we do in Navagraha Sadhana.
Regarding altering, what exactly you mean when you say, if you can give me an example of it? How?
Absolutely. Say, for example, we discussed about Rahu. You asked about a wonderful question, right? If Rahu is in a exalted position, it is going to take you to different places because it is at the highest energy. It is going to take you all over. You may be working like crazy here and there, right? How do you balance that energy? You need to bring an alternative planet to bring that energy lower. It could be family background, somebody you have to pull back to the family. Or it could be to do with the health. You have to pull back with your health so that you don't run around all the time. You will go down. See, the balance has to happen. So how do you bring the planet balance? That is what we do in Navgraha Sadhana. Navgraha Sadhana. For each and every planet, there are Vedic ways where we could worship them and bring the balance of it. Some planets are lower, some planets are higher. In certain dasha, our behavioral influence would be much stronger with that particular planet. How can I bring another planet which could coexist and bring me back to my balance? So understanding of it and then doing the Vedic based approach to bring the balance is what we do in Navagraha Sadhana. And we also
remedies. These are remedies too.
Yes. Okay. Yes. We give lot of remedies to people to go through in this period. And also there is a 40 days procedure we ask the people to follow through it. Very simple, guided procedure. They have to do it. And I will tell you, phenomenal results have got it, including for all the people. It is to do with a kid. I wanted to share a wonderful couple of case studies. One person is actually a kid, right? Kid got very detained actually. The kid had to go through second time the same class. And you know what happened? Afterwards, after the person gone through, not even completed 40 days, halfway through, the person ability to go through has completely changed and scored a very good mark. Ability to focus has increased. I have got another kind of ADHD kid gone through this. Ability to focus and start studying has increased drastically.
Yeah, they have hyperactive. Yes. The child is so hyper, it's a struggle otherwise for them to focus. This challenge is overcome through the remedies.
Absolutely. So it is because I would tell you one thing. We are so gifted, especially people who are born from Indian origin. And because if we are connected with so much of basic knowledge, and now there is lot of awareness and good,
Yes.
people are coming up like us and telling people to take advantage of it, we are able to bring back our olden ways of remediating ourselves while we could live and experience a modern era.
Yeah.
That's the best part of our I would say Indian people. So I would recommend all our viewers to go through. See, I used to get many one common question I would tell, which I used to get bombarded every time. I have tried everything. There is one set of people. The other set of people, I don't believe this. This is not proven. The third people, I don't have time. I believe, but I don't have time. I am falling short. For all the people, I only tell only one thing. Those, especially, let's start with I am too logical. I don't believe this. No problem. You don't do anything. You experiment yourself with what we are telling in a scientific way. So join the program. I'm going to teach you very, very logical steps. You check it by yourself. See, the truth is always by experience. Why we accept science? Science says I experimented.
Yes.
Experience. And this life is all about exploration only, no? So why you want to reject something without even testing it? Yes, you would have got through in your past experience something, and that would not have been good. My question to all those people who said I got cheated or it was not working for me in the past, go back to your childhood. When you first time you started walking, you fell down several times. Did you ever stop?
Yes.
Didn't nature tell you to get up the very next time? Always get up the next time, because you never know when is the next time you will start walking. That is called success. Instead of cribbing and sitting at the same place, crying and saying it is not working for me. So interestingly, I'll tell you two different cases. See, health-wise, I'm very passionate about, because in this human life, two things you give it to the people, that is the best. One is health, another one is wealth, glued with a relationship. So I say two faces of the coin called relationship is health and wealth.
True.
So we are working on Alzheimer. We are working on ADHD. We are working on diabetic. We are also working on the skin related, right? I'm recently taken one of the cases for my client. It has been said that this person has to go through only medicine throughout the life, cannot be go other way around. No. See, is this then that the medicine provided by the doctor is wrong? They're telling no. As per that science, as per that study, what they say is true. However, there are bigger other modalities which are telling you to try. Make an attempt with that procedure to see whether it is working for you or not. Is my life worth if that disease goes away? Then should I not take that risk? This is the question I would ask to all the viewers. When they say, I tried it, I don't believe it. It's not the question of whether you believe or not. It's the question of, should I be smart enough to try so that I can come out of my life and I live a luxury life?
So I have a question here. Somebody is following a remedy, okay, from whatever past experience, like you said, they would have gone somewhere, seen something, and it is said that, for example, mantra, that there's a certain way to say it, and if it is not said in the right way, either you don't benefit from it, or it can go wrong also. Is that true? That not saying a specific mantra in the right way, or performing any other remedy in the right way, it can have any other effect, side effect as such.
it is. Only thing I wanted to play a bit of caution when I say it has a malefic effect is that for sure it would, if you do it rightly, it gives. Because most of the mantras has that secret of lock. And if you unlock it and you vibrate it in a particular frequency, it goes and the brain waves and your body and your muscle memory, everything goes very nice and you will do it. If you see the right way done it, how do you know? I always say it. That's why I mix science and Vedic process very beautifully. And thanks to all the learning and all the gurus here, it is always that when you mix together, you get to know. How do you get to know? You will see immediately. You will get into action. You will get into action. You will see your mind clarity. You will see your words. The choice of words you do, you will see the way your body language changes. This is the very important thing. Have you experienced it, Seema? I'll ask you. You go to temple or whoever, church, any place. If the vibration is correct, you will see very wonderful. You will be charged.
Yeah.
That is the metric. I always say, right? Metric is very important. So, to your question, why it is negative impact? Okay, it does have some negative impact, not all the time. It will nullify the positive most of the times. It will not harm too much, but there are certain basic mantras and tantras based when you do it, it will impact because your body alignment goes out of sync. For example, remember in Indian customs, we say when you are ladies, when they go through natural cycle, don't chant, don't go to temple. More than anything, it is because that time our evolution, the way our ovary system moves is different from the normal ways. That time you do any spiritual related mantras or vibration, it will affect.
Okay.
At a higher level, I'm saying we can go to the specific how the rotations is affecting all of it. But at the higher level, this is what it is. So a lot of these secrets are hidden behind. If you read a lot of siddhas, especially Tirumular, those who are from part of Tamil Nadu, who have the fortunate enough to read the scripture in Tamil, there is lot of secrets which are there.
Understood. Yes. And so I understand this is so much more of detailing. I mean, more and more question keeps popping up the more we discuss. So we will continue in our next session, as I know we are yet to understand more exactly how the Navgraha processes. So a few more questions which we will cover very soon. Thank you everyone
so much.
who's here. Everybody is watching. If you all have any questions, you all can also put it in the comments. So we get back to you.
Yeah, and one last point from my end for this episode would be, Seema, for those who are still debating, join us on a Saturday where the free webinar is there. For that, you can join our WhatsApp channel, get to see. There are very simple technique. You do it and you start seeing the benefit very immediately. Like the way I said, Saturday, you clean up any one of your house, you would see the change.
Yes.
So you would, the other aspect of what I said, you eat lotus seeds, you would start seeing the results immediately. These are very powerful and proven. Many of our clients across the globe have said it is working fine for them. With that.
And all this description has all the details, how to join in. So for the workshop as well as the channel. Okay. So do check that out. And we are going to be back soon with so much more knowledge for you all.
Thank you. Shivaya Guruve Namaha, Shri Matre Namaha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Seema.
Yes.